Hello, welcome to Lemon Studios, where we talk movies, television, and wrestling. I'm, of course, the Lemon himself, Zeke Lemon, and this is Crash right here, who doesn't want to be on camera right now. And this is my review for Bone Lake. But before we get into that, let's get the house clean out of the way. Share them to leave a like. Comment below, let me know your thoughts on Bone Lake, and of course, hit that subscribe button as it helps me grow into my YouTube career. I would greatly appreciate it. Now, all that out of the way, let's get into the review, shall we? So, Bone Lake. It is officially spooky season, and we are kicking off with this film. It is my favorite time of the year. I love horror movies, and I'm glad that, Hollywood is starting to transition to October is for horror films, because, for a good while, we did not have that, which I thought was really, really weird. But we got this. We have Good Boy. Hopefully, I get some time to go see that. Chris Stuckman's first film, Shelby Oaks, is coming out. Just a big, healthy dose of horror films that are coming out. But I was really looking forward to this film because I thought the trailers were looking really good. I thought the cast was really talented as well. I'm a fan of the director. And overall, when it comes to this film, I do think it is a third act movie. Now, before I go any further, that does not mean I think the first two acts are bad. In fact, I think, the first two acts are good, are just completely fine. It's just, to me, the movie is truly made within the third act when everything is starting to go down and all has been revealed, even though I'm pretty sure you can really figure out what is going on before the reveal is even made. But once they're like, okay, we don't have to hide it anymore, and there's all this freeiness that you just feel from the movie just really truly elevates. Now, overall, within it, the first two acts where I am frustrated with it is within our main couple. And it has nothing to do with performances. Again, everyone does very well in this movie. Everyone's bringing 110%. There is one guy in particular who is not part of the main couple. Because there's two guys and two girls. Each one's a couple. So couple two, we'll say that. Couple two, the guy, so much fun to watch throughout. He is very captivating when he's on screen. And again, once we get to this third act, he's running wild, and I love him for it. I truly do. But our main couple, with how the story is presented, because in a lot of ways, it's kind of like Speak No Evil, meaning they don't want to be rude. And with that, a lot of red flags get glossed over. And they do explain why they kind of gloss over it and they don't just leave. Because there is a lot of signs where you're just like, yeah, you just need to go at this point. Now, look, a situation where, you get double booked within Airbnb. I've never been in that situation, but I do believe that is a situation that does happen. And within this house that you see, that is freaking gigantic. And, you get this other couple coming in. You have this giant house. It's just you and your partner, and then there's another one. I think I would be on the not on the fence to say no, don't stay, but I think I would be understanding to go, hey, yeah, we can make this work out, and we can all be together. That part I understand, but then everything that happens preceding it, I think that's when we have to start going, okay, why are you doing this? There's one scene in this movie in particular where one of our characters is just flat out disrespected, completely disrespected in the way that is going out, and you can see the anger fueling in one of our main couple's characters, and you're just going, how are you not just going off? And then the confrontation that happens, and then it kind of just get glossed over, and I'm just like, I kind of lost respect for you just allowing this to happen and letting it to proceed simply because the movie needs to continue to happen. I think that's also within some of my issues with this film as well. There's a lot of things that happen just to happen. And, some of them even happen in the third act where, again, it's a horror movie, blood is starting to shed and all that, and it's fight or flight. In a lot of cases where I'm just like, it's time for you to fight, they're choosing to fight. And sometimes this constant stop and go, they're picking up weapons and then they're dropping the weapons. It's just like, what are you doing? You are so frustrating to watch and cheer for. And they show how, and sometimes they are really smart. The way that's how they're able to get the upper hand, it really is a good cat and mouse game that is going out throughout the film. That, again, I was really into. I was intrigued throughout the whole entire film. It's just, at times, I was just really, really frustrated with our main characters, which is probably the intent, right? Because, you know, you're watching overall and you know something's going to go wrong, but our characters have no idea something is going wrong. So yes, you as an audience member are intended to be frustrated by it. I just would have liked, because sometimes I'm just like, well, this, you can't let that stand. You just can't let this stand. Get the F out. Tell these people to F off. Blah, 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 blah. But no, they don't. And it didn't do a good job for me to fully buy in to why they're just like, yeah, no, let's just keep it going. Let's just keep going on. There is something at stake there that's somewhat understandable, but I just feel like at a certain point, it's just not even worth it at that point. So yeah, if I had to rank this on the lemon scale where it goes sour lemon at the bottom, expired store-bought lemonade, a lot of bad, but hey, there's good. Store-bought lemonade, there's good, but hey, there's a lot of bad in there as well. Lemonade, it's a movie, you know, a bunch of 50-50. And then freshly squeezed lemonade, very, very good, minor problems, nitpicking criticism of anything. And then strawberry lemonade at the very top because that's the best kind of lemonade, so we reserve this for the best kind of movies. I would say this is a lemonade. Like I said, I'm very engaged throughout the whole entire film. I never felt the need to fill my phone, to check my phone for the time or anything like that. Never saw anyone else checking their phones either, and I was in a pretty packed theater, so that's also a pretty good sign. And I didn't feel like the movie was overstaying its welcome. It felt like, okay, yeah, we're transitioning into Act 2. Okay, now we're in Act 3. We're about to wrap this up. Okay, yeah, it feels like we should be done. Oh, yep, there's the credits. Like, it felt very tight-knitted and all that. It's just the main characters are very frustrating, and there are just situations in the film that I just don't fully buy as to why our characters would choose to stay as opposed to going. But again, I think that's more on the perception of the person watching it, because you could have a different experience when it comes to that. Goes, no, I completely understand why they would just bite their tongue and keep going due to what was at stake or what the current situation was. But to me, personally, I just didn't fully buy into it, and that's why the movie knocks down a couple notches to me. Otherwise, it probably would have been a freshly squeezed lemonade, or hell, maybe even flirting with a strawberry lemonade at some point. But let me know what y'all think about it down in the comment section. Leave a like on this video if you made it this far. I would greatly appreciate it. And hit that subscribe button as I am trying to grow into my YouTube career. And don't forget to squeeze the days, guys, because life is too short not to give you also squeeze every opportunity that you can. Until next time, I'll see you here at Lemon Studios.